Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Dina and today I'm here with you for another yarn talk video. So as always, we cannot really talk yarn without me having my faithful mug of tea, and today my tea contains of the Pickwick Winter Glow. And the Pickwick Winter Glow is a lovely tea sachet here, and it's a black flavored tea with a flavor of orange peel and cinnamon. So somehow it just matches really nicely up with, I would say Christmas. Like Christmas is really coming close by. Try matching that next Sunday is already like the first Sunday of Advent. So it's like, it's less than 5 weeks of Christmas. Realizing that, I'm starting to have a little bit of pressure getting some of my things done. But I still think I will be able to manage if I don't focus on too many other things. Yet I am puzzling a bit with starting another project because I need something that's straightforward and that I still can mindlessly do behind the television, where I just basically need to keep repeating myself. And the reason for that is basically that my leafy shawl is almost finished. I know, it's amazing. And just before I continue, you might hear some background noises here compared to what you're not used to. The reason is I just got new neighbors, absolutely awesome. So our neighbor's house sold, and the new people just moved in like this weekend basically, or are working on moving in, and that means that they are renovating right now and getting everything set up. So there is a lot of stuff going on just across the street, so that might be a bit noisy when they throw things out and do stuff. Just heads up. And it might be like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be for the next couple of weeks. We will have to see. But as I said, I've almost finished the leafy shawl, and the only reason it's not finished is because when I was working on finishing the very last round and edge, I was missing this much. Like, I was around here maybe of this, and I found a mistake in the previous round. Oh yes, I did. What does happen when you do that, and you are a perfectionist like me, and it was definitely something that was very visible, because I had forgotten a chain 3. So basically 2 of these were kind of like interlaced without the gap. So I had to frog it, basically. I had to frog it, unravel, whatever word you want to use for it. And these shawls are a shawl, when you work from the center and out, each round gets tediously longer, which means that I spent about 2 hours frocking and redoing my work. Else I would have had it done like Friday. What was it? Yeah, I think it was Friday. And I just didn't have time to finish that up since. I will finish it this week because the amount of work left is just the last bits of recording, and I need to block it. Done deal, hopefully. So my mindlessly, when I'm watching a series with my partner, which is like once or twice a week, so it's still limited to a few hours, but it's a part of our social time where I still, when I'm watching a movie, I can easily do something that's mindlessly, that's easy, straightforward. And this is definitely a straightforward shawl. Like once you get the row repeats, you get the logic of it, which is super simple. It's just a 3-row repeat you need to remember, and it's easy to count the stitches and so on. But this is basically how we are looking, except I'm not really able to show it all. So I am going to try get up and see if I can show it better, because I think you do deserve a full watch of this, and you can see how big it is, and it will look 10 miles nicer once it's blocked. But I really, really, really enjoy how it's looking today. I really do that. So, yeah, I should expect this to be done this week. The crocheting for sure, because I basically just need to wrap up the last stitch and last few stitches, record that, and weave in ends and block it. I should be able to have that done this week. Then the bit more tedious work is, of course, editing the tutorial. And after it's been blocked, I need to make sure it's nice weather, and I need to get a nice photo taken of the shawl for the tutorial. And then once that's done, it's ready to be posted. And I still think it's absolutely gorgeous colors. That's really looking very well together with me. So this is definitely a shawl that's a keeper, not just because it's a tutorial shawl, but because I'm really enjoying these colors. So I'm super excited, and I still believe that we can make this happen in December. So stay tuned, tutorial coming in December. Let's see what else is. Of course, if you haven't done it yet, do please subscribe to my channel, because hey, I do need a few more yarny friends. I am on my road to the 1,000 subscribers. That will help to be finally full monetized. So right now I'm only monetized for the super thanks. Thank you to anyone who is supporting me with super thanks. That will earn you definitely shout outs in my yarn talk videos, because I do appreciate any support I'm getting. And the support I'm getting is also helping me to do more yarn hauls, to do more tutorials, to do more anything good content related. I'm sometimes wondering if I should actually get a better microphone for the audio, because right now I am basically just using my phone. In the beginning I was using an older camera, but I found the footage quality and generally also audio quality has been better with my phone than it was with the original camera that I started using. But of course, no wonders, that camera is like 12 years old or something like that, or 13. So things develop over time. So anyhow, I am also working on a couple of unicorns, and I need those done for Christmas. And the fact is, I've actually not done anything since last time, because I've been focusing on getting my leafy shawl wrapped up, and I've been focused on my Christmas shawl, which we will talk about just after the unicorn. But the thing is, the Christmas shawl I will need sooner than the unicorns, and the unicorns I just need to have done before Christmas, where the shawl I need to use in like 2 weeks time. So I need to make sure that's done. So that's kind of my priority at the moment. But I have still this lovely starting piece. And this lovely unicorn still does need a couple of nostrils and a happy faced mouth. It does have its horn. And we need mane and tail, and it's basically round one is complete. That said, I did get a small charm, because the pattern actually has a collar here, or a necklace. And I think I want to do the same. And I got charms, small charms. I ordered them from, I do believe, K.A.M.E, but they're small unicorn charms. So I wanted to add these as a small charm in the necklace, a collar, because I thought that was a really, really nice and cute idea. Still super happy with how this is looking so far. I am working on the mane and tail. And until I'm done. So I made a new Hobbii yarn order to get enough yarn of this Hobbii cotton that I'm using for the mane and tail, because I will be very close on not having enough. I did get the order in. I just need to get a video recorded and posted. I think that will be up next week, Friday, because I do have another unboxing planned for Friday, which is an unboxing from Linda Hobbii containing some cakes, and then of course we have this, which is gonna be the mane and tail. But I won't have enough because this is just like the beginning of the mane. I will need lots of more of these made. This is a mindless project. Actually, I could easily do those behind the couch. I might consider doing that to make sure that I get it done. That was actually not a too bad idea. Hey, why didn't I think about that sooner? Because then I could have started working on it this weekend when we watched a movie together. Too bad. We have another series that we're watching every Monday. I will have definitely time to work on these main tonight. It is a little bit smaller project, so not easily mindless if you need to be able to see the stitches, but in the sense it's easy. If you're not familiar with how to making the yarn curl like this or the crochet curl like this, which we also have here, which is basically, it's a little bit stretchy and it is curled, and you can uncurl it a little bit by rolling it one way or another way, but they end up being curls. It's made by basically a chain, and in the chain, each stitch you crochet in 3 double crochets. Next stitch, 3 double crochets, etc. until you're all the way to the end. That's it. So it's mindlessly simple. And talking about it right now gave me this great idea that I can actually make progress before I thought I would. It's a wonderful idea. Why did I not think about this sooner? I should have. Which is absolutely okay. Sometimes, you know, ideas come to you when you talk. That's another reason for me. I do love these yarn talk videos. Like, one thing is the fact that I share my progress with you guys. I help inspire some people. But the thing is, and sometimes, like, I do feel I'm talking to you, but at the same time, I do get myself ideas. So I end up talking a bit with myself as well. But I really like, right now, I just got an idea that's great for time exploration. So awesome. Great. I'm totally happy. I need to make a second unicorn, of course, because I need to make 2 of them. The second one is going to have a blue eyes and a blue mane and tail. Except for that, it's going to be exactly identical. And I do have multiple of these charms. I think I have 10, maybe 10 or 15. So I have more than enough. And once I'm done with these, I'll find some new project. I am using this glitter yarn for the horn combined with a yellow. So it does have this little shine. You can actually also faintly see it glitters a little bit when I do it like this. And of course I have used the Hobbii Honey Bunny yarn for the body. And I've used this ice yarns for the hooves. And I do say I do enjoy working with this chenille type of yarns, but it is challenging when you have to sew in the ends to make sure it doesn't plush off and so on. So it's definitely still like a process learning for me, but I am quite happy that I am working with it in the sense of that I am learning. Plushies is a fun thing, and I have like plenty of plushie filling. If you know, a couple of weeks ago I had ordered a sack of filling, and I just was like, you know, 100 grams, they go away so fast, and I could then order half a kilo, which is like 5 of the 100 gram ones. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, but it's then gonna be more expensive than if I'm lucky enough to find a cheap 100 gram in the stores, in the craft stores. But their 1 kilos were cheaper than if I would have to find the cheap ones of the 100 grams in the craft stores. So I got a kilo, and that kilo of polyfill was pretty big. It took up more space than I expected, but it came in a great case for me to put in yarn or whatever when that one is empty. So I am definitely going to have to make more amigurumis. I definitely have to do that, simply because I have all the filling. So yeah, more amigurumis incoming eventually next year probably. Or maybe later in December. But I think it's gonna be next year. The last thing I'm currently working on, because I do have some new projects in my head for planning. I do have a few ideas for tutorials and so on. I also have some yarn reviews I want to make. But that's all not on the top priority list right now, because I do have a few other things that I really need to make sure are done so I can have them done on time. But yeah, so the last project I'm currently working on is my Christmas shawl. The Christmas shawl is the Aikor shawl, and that's a Hobbii paid pattern. If you do have Hobbii Plus, it's a pattern that you can download for free with your 3 free monthly patterns, kind of concept they have for the Hobbii Plus. And it's also Hobbii yarn that I'm using. The Hobbii yarn that I am using is the Hobbii Universe. So it's Universe Christmas, which is a premium acrylic from Hobbii. And I think it's absolutely adorable Christmas colors. There's like no discussion here, it's Christmas. And it's a 98% premium acrylic, and it's 2% polyester. And the 2% polyester is the shine. You see these red speckled shine in it. These cakes are 100 grams each. I started with 1. This is how much I have left. It's about, I don't know, 25% left or something like that. So maybe 25 grams. It's a good guess. Maybe it's a bit more, a third. Somewhere between a quarter and a third. Maybe less. It's a colorway 24. I do not remember what that name is right on top of my head. I can find it for you if wanted, or for the next yarn talk video. I will link to my unboxing of this yarn in the description box down below, just like I am linking to all the patterns with exception of the leafy shawl, because I don't have a written pattern for that. I only have the yarn haul I made for it, because the pattern is a diagram that I saw somewhere, and I basically translated that diagram into a tutorial. That's how I've made it. So I got the inspiration from that, and that's from Pinterest. But yeah. The Aikor shawl is a paid pattern, and I will link to that Aikor shawl pattern also in the description box down below, together with the yarn hauls of all these projects as well. And the Aikor shawl, now I've said it a few times and you're still being like, yeah, but what is it? Do I really need to go to the description box to click on it? No, you don't. It is right here. This is the progress I've made since last. And you can start really seeing how it progresses nicely. And if you look up closer and you look at the pattern, you can see it's like small Christmas trees, right? Sort of. So I'm making small Christmas trees, and my pattern all the way through keeps repeating. I do believe it's like a 6-row repeat or something like that. Let me count just one moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-row repeat pattern. But it's not a pattern that I can mindlessly do when I'm watching a series, because the stitches are, it's a fine yarn. They are 100 grams to, let me see, 100 grams to, which is 3.5 ounces to 462 meters, so 505 yards. So this is a fine weight yarn. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook for this. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna finish up what's here on this. I'm going to start this cake. I will try to color control it a little bit. And something went wrong in that part. Not due to color controlling, but due to the yarn itself. Look here. This was how it came on the skein. It like went from funk and then it kind of went instantly bright. And normally it would be, if you can look down here, it's more like flowing. There isn't like this abrupt thing. but I'm not gonna unravel it and figure out how to solve that. It's just gonna be the little imperfection in my shawl, which makes me know that it's 100% handmade with some small flaws, and that's okay. It's not like super noticeable actually, unless you really know it. So I will color control a little bit, making sure like if I end on white, I will make sure that I will have either white or this sort of light green that it should flow into, so that it becomes a little bit kind of matching and offset. So that is something that I'm definitely going to be doing to make sure it's coming out right. And then I will need to block it, because this is like, I can feel it just by working on it that it has some stretch to it, that it needs to get blocked before I'm done. So that's another thing that I do need to do before I'm done. So I have max 2 weeks to get this finished. I can do that. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. I am optimistic. And that's, my friends, why the unicorn has been on the back burner. But I will make and reach to do it. Positive. Because I do have things coming up. So let's quickly talk about the planning for this week. Before I say, do remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like my yarn talk video. And don't forget to tune back in, because on Thursday I will be drawing the winner of my current running a blue inspired giveaway, which has some lovely acrylics and some lovely cake yarns, both from Pleather and Ice. So if you haven't checked that giveaway yet, do check it out. Friday I have a yarn haul video coming up from Linda Hobbii that's containing some gorgeous cake yarns, some of their Linda soft cakes. And then of course I'll be back on Monday with a new yarn talk video. And in between I will be doing my best to make sure that everything gets wrapped up and solved, and hopefully on Monday I can show you the blocked version of my leafy shawl. Until I see you again, take care and happy crafting. Bye.